Hey guys, back at you with another episode of Flip My Conference Room. I'm out here in Houston, Texas at Modern System Concepts. We're going to be talking with owner-operator Mark Popkowski on his conference rooms, how they use them, and what they expect from an immaculate conference room. Stay tuned. Mr. Popkowski, Troy Glendenin, Flip This Conference Room. How you doing?
Awesome.
Good, fantastic. So you're going to be showing us around today.
Sure.
We're going to be looking at two specific conference rooms, right?
Right.
So what are you guys currently doing in these conference rooms right now? What's bugging you about what you can't do?
They're basically, we're not able to really communicate well with the customer when we're having conferences. It's just not really efficient.
Okay. All right. What do you kind of see as an end result as to how you want to use these conference rooms?
Well, I want to be able to use them for a variety of different purposes and, try to look big.
Try to look big. All right. You got something going on in here. This is a training room.
Right.
So are we doing anything in here, or what do you have going on in here?
Basically, we're just setting up cameras and everything. It's a training room. It's supposed to be more for the technicians, so it needs to be functional.
Got it. A lot going on over here at Modern. As you can see, we're going to go into the first conference room and take a look.
So I've got this conference room here. Now, I know that's not us.
What's not us?
Well, the signage.
That sign right there is not you.
No, but let me just say that, at first we weren't sure we were staying here.
Okay.
Now we're staying here, and we need to make it more for Modern, and we need to set it up and make it real efficient.
So every day, though, I just want to make sure I'm
Yes.
right. Every day when you walk in, when you have a meeting or what have you, that's what people are seeing?
Embarrassingly so.
Okay. We're going to fix that.
Okay.
All right, so what else goes on in here? I mean,
Yeah.
I see that computer looks like a 486 from 1992. What are you doing with that?
Well, basically, we're recording. We do actually some even church activities here. So
Okay.
in the evenings, there's some streaming going
Now
on.
you make me feel bad about talking about your computer.
Yeah,
Come on.
there you go. Okay. But usually we have our meetings in here.
Mhm.
We'll have our conference calls. We'll have our customers, that we're communicating with, manufacturers, whatever. We use this for multifunction.
Okay. What would your dream be if I asked you, what would you really want to accomplish out of this room?
Well, again, I really want it to be the best that it can be, quality-wise, picture-wise, as far as hearing and being able to communicate back and forth. So that's important. And it's got to be really easy to work. I mean, not everybody that comes in here knows how to just go ahead and do this or that. Stuff just needs to work and come on and be kind of easy.
Okay, cool. Perfect. That there's like two conference rooms here that you have?
Yeah, we have a smaller conference room. It's kind of like when we have meetings going on, and we need another place to actually set up a meeting. So we'll go into this one here, and again, it's smaller. Not really functional. There's not much here.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'd like to make it multi-purpose as well, because again, we have only so much space to work with.
So I was like halfway expecting to come in here and see another logo of another company in here. No?
No, sorry. No. But we, want to make it presentable because, again, you're talking to your manufacturers, your customers, so we want them to be able to see, a conference room that looks acceptable.
Okay, all right. Listen, we can work with this. I mean, there's a lot that I see here. Conference rooms should really be kind of the centerpiece of communication, planning, strategy, and they ought to work for you. They ought to work as an integral part of your business. So there's a lot of good stuff we're going to do here. I'm actually going to call out some friends of mine with some manufacturers, and we're going to have a meeting. We're going to talk about a lot of the things that we can bring to the table to really support your business.
Looking forward to it.
Good.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Classic conference room mistakes 101. When I walk into a conference room, I hate seeing stuff like this. Things ought to be hooked up. Things ought to be in an orderly fashion. I don't know which one to use from that to this. I don't know what's hooked up. It looks unprofessional. It's just not the way to do it, right? We're going to help these guys. They've got a lot of good bones here that you see, and we're going to turn these spaces into usable areas for the business. Conference rooms ought to be a communication hub. Conference rooms ought to be a business-centric location, and they ought to serve their purpose. So I'm going to call out a few of my friends with a few great companies, and we're going to see what we can do for these folks. Stay tuned.
Right.
Margot, how you doing?
Great. How are you, Troy?
Good to see you again. Good to see you. So we are at a really important customer of ours, and as you probably have seen in some of their conference rooms, we have disjointed technology. We have things that don't talk to one another. We've got wires coming out of some walls. We don't even have telecommunications in every one of these conference rooms. So you guys make the best stuff in the business for that. What do you have? What kind of ideas do you have that can help us make this conference room a communications marvel?
We are so excited about this. Like I think we've understood, there's a lot of good bones here in this company, and we've got some wonderful products. Here's a Clear One speakerphone that is very modern and a lot less cumbersome, a smaller footprint than some of the bigger conference phones from the past. We have a state-of-the-art camera, and he can record your voice, and I don't have a clue.
So I love these things. These are probably of the highest quality when we're talking about having a telecommunications conference call. And does this thing follow us?
It does. This is state-of-the-art. It follows you wherever you go.
Wow, that's awesome. I think that it will make a huge difference in that. And then what is this guy that I see? I've been hearing about him online. This is the new Portal by Facebook.
It is. This is a very new technology, but it is something I think that's going to take the market
by storm. I saw a demo of this in Vegas last year, and they were showing how this is all completely self-contained. You don't need any software. You don't need any additional hardware. You plug this bad boy up to a TV and you're going.
And you're going. And from what I understand, it's going to replace the Fire Stick. So it will have a lot of functionality, more than just a camera.
Really, really cool. And I think one of the things we're even going to try to do with it is we're going to get a little bit out of the box. This company has technicians that are in the field, and we're going to see about using this to be able to communicate while they're on site doing an installation.
That's correct. So now you can bring the field to the office and the office to the field.
I love it.
And managers can see as if they're out in the field with their technicians.
Well, Margot, you never disappoint. Thank you very much for taking all this stuff and bringing it to this customer. We're going to be doing some of the installations with these things, and we'll check back with you soon.
Thank you, Troy.
Okay, so one thing that Mark doesn't know is that we are about to completely change that sign and give him an amazing new neon bright logoed sign that represents their company. We're also going to, if you look right over here, we're also going to take these TVs. There's several different TVs around this location, and we're going to put marketing information on all of them. All right, it is installation time. This is what we're talking about. So we are actually about to install the speakerphone intercom system and telecommunications device. All is going well. As you can see here, this place looks like a construction zone, but as we are done, this conference room is going to be fully functional. Look at all this stuff here. It's going to be fully functional and ready to roll.